Hello and welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. During the working program of the third session of the 15th National Assembly on June the 1st, the delegates discussed solution for socio-economic development. Some delegates said that it is necessary to supplement and review the regulations to control stock market. It is necessary an amendment to the stock law is needed in order to make the market work more effective.
Over the past time, Vietnam's stock market has developed strongly, but some transactions and issuance of corporate bonds had many mistakes, affecting credit safety and national finance. Delegates suggested that ministry and branches need to review regulations to control the market. If necessary, an amendment of stock law is needed to make the market work better. Ms. Lee Tiet Hach, member of National Assembly from Bình Định Province, said, I suggest that it is necessary to reconsider the measures to strictly manage the issuance of corporate bonds, capital and currency markets to facilitate the development of stock market and mobilize capital, making contribution to the economic development of society.
The Ministry of Transport recently said that the ministry planned to allocate about 2,200 billion VND for 3 expressway projects, including Khánh Hòa, Buôn Mê Thuột, Biên Hòa, Vũng Tàu, Châu Đốc, Cần Thơ, and Sóc Trăng.
The investment of 3 key expressway projects includes local budget capital. The Prime Minister sent a telegram to localities relating to the project, which required locality to hold a meeting of the People's Council to decide on the capital amount of medium-term public investment planned for 2021 to 2025 period. The local budget committed to participate in the project is about 50% of the cost of the site clearance for the projects. Up to now, 5 out of 8 localities have issued resolutions of the People's Council on the arrangement of local budget capital plans for the projects. After reviewing the ability to balance capital sources, the total amount of capital that can be balanced in the medium term 2021 to 2025 for 3 projects is about 60,124 billion VND.
In the context that the COVID-19 pandemic is basically under control and the economic recovery program has been implemented, in May 2022, Vietnam's economy has prospered.
According to the General Statistics Office, in May, industrial production increased by 4% over the previous month and by 10.4% over the same period last year due to the control of the COVID-19 pandemic. Businesses have adapted to a new context of pandemic. In May, signs of economic recovery were clearer when the number of newly established businesses was at the highest level in the same period in the past 5 years. Similarly, foreign direct investment capital in the first 5 months of the year reached more than 7.7 billion USD, up 7.8% over the same period, and also the highest increase in the past 5 years.
On the 1st of June, Japan and US held the first round of strategic negotiations on cooperation development with the Association with Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. The online event was attended by Mr. Takehiro Kano, Director of the Department of Southeast Asia and Southwest Asia at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Japan, and Mr. Daniel Tenberg, U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for East Asia and Pacific. The two sides discussed measures to strengthen cooperation with ASEAN on threats to security in the Indo-Pacific region. The agenda also includes a plan to strengthen ties with Southeast Asian countries. Japanese Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Hikariko Ono described the discussion with Washington as extremely meaningful. The President of Germany's Presidential Council, PLC, Rasa Alimini, said on June the 1st that PLC would extend the UN-sponsored ceasefire agreement. Its United Nations guarantees that the Houthis will fully implement their obligations in line with this agreement.
In a meeting in the city of Aden with ambassadors of several European Union member states to Yemen, Alam Limi said that the international community, especially the United Nations, should put more pressure on Houthis to open routes to ties, pay government employees in the areas controlled by the force, release thousands of detainees, and stop using civilian facilities at military sites.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.